Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Thursday, October 29th. And you can see temperatures cooler this morning, down in the mid 30s to around 40. And we expect conditions to hold steady, maybe rise into the 40s for highs today, but any showers will quickly drop the temperatures. And across much of central and the northern portions of the MAC area, we'll see some snowflakes mixed in there, especially up until about the noon hour. I think this afternoon it'll be primarily scattered rain showers. We don't expect a lot, maybe around a tenth of an inch across the northern areas to trace amounts across southeast lower Michigan. But again, there'll be a chance of showers across much of the area and some definitely some snow showers around mid-Michigan. And you can see that precipitation pinwheeling around the big low, and you can see it's going to be pivoting all the way back from Minnesota into the Great Lakes throughout the day. And you can see with the low-level wind field, that's the area which precipitation will follow pretty much. This will be pretty low cloud top type precipitation, very indicative of a lot of lake effect across northwest lower Michigan and downwind of the Great Lakes as that colder air moves in. Can you guess where the low pressure system is? Yep, right up here around Lake Superior. And if we take a look at the 7 a.m. forecast map, you can see that pretty strong low 988, 985 millibars, or about 29 inches of mercury. So it's a pretty deep system. You got high pressure moving in from the west, and between those two, we got a pretty tight pressure gradient. And that's what's going to cause a lot of the windy conditions today, with gusts over 30 miles per hour, pretty common across the state. And if we look at the next map, this will be our next system that's going to be coming in for Saturday night into very early Sunday. It'll be a low pressure system across Oklahoma that's going to rapidly move off to the northeast. You can see the high pressure that was off to our west already off to the east. That's going to bring a return flow of warmer and moist air back into the state as we get into the weekend. And again, I think the best chance for rain will be Saturday into very early Sunday, when I think most areas will pick up around a quarter to a half an inch of precipitation. And then if we look at the next weather map, you can see the amount of precipitation here expected here over the next day with this current system and its backlash from the northwest flow. Again, mainly trace amounts across southeast lower Michigan, with up to a tenth or so across much of the rest of the MAC area. And again, some of that in the form of some snowflakes as well. And then for the weekend system, looks like about a quarter to half inch, maybe a little more than that across some areas. Again, this will be another pretty decent little rain, not as much as this last system as far as potential, just a solid quarter to half inch as it looks right now. And for later next week and the next weekend, much of the eastern United States will be warm to much above normal temperatures as we see the colder conditions back in the trough out to the west. It looks like the 8 to 10 day outlook looks very similar, with warmer than normal conditions and near to slightly above normal precipitation. So I'm sure we'll have some pretty good days for harvest coming up here over the next 2 weeks. Although, again, there could be some additional rainfall here, maybe towards the middle of next week, around Wednesday or Thursday. We'll keep an eye on that. That's a bit ways out. And right now it's a little bit iffy where that storm will track, but something we're going to watch for later next week. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, and 73s to all.